everyone, and very welcome to another episode of America 737 project. I want to give you guys some update on what I've been doing, and as you can see here, we've got our MCP and our simulator running. Right now we're using FSX with PMDG 737-800, and to my right side you guys can see all the wiring, and looks like a little bit messy. I've got this Arduino, just the one connected to the computer and to the MCP, and all that mess I can understand it, but all that's going to be translated into board cards, right? So here I want to show you guys, that's a keypad that I've been working on for the CDU unit, and I will get to that later, probably in another video. So for now, let's go ahead and check what the status is on the MCP panel. Okay, and I do have a couple things set up already here. There are just some minor adjustment that needs to be done. For instance, as you guys can see over here, I'm still missing the auto throttle arm light, and this bottom here has the red cap on it. I have to get a black one and put it in there, that way it will match with everything else. And I'll show you guys later on. As you can see there in the background, the last course on the FO side is not connected, but it'll be. Autopilot is engaged on command 8 mode, and again, the course on the right hand side for the FO side is not connected. I do have the display controller and everything, I just have to wire it, but I'll get into that this week. So again, this it's only a temporary thing. Those here, that's a placeholder, as I do not have a case for it, so it's going to be covered once I have an casing for it. But for now, this has been used as the placeholder. Again, here in the middle, I've got another one, also a placeholder here. And again, guys, this wiring, it does look a lot messy. There are many wires, but all that will look better. One of the switches that I'm using, you can see here, and the wires that comes out of the 7-segment display goes to the model, the display model control right here, and from there to the Arduino. Again, the idea, it's to get all connected using PCB boards, and I'm designing them already. So basically, once I get that, I'll put it in the back, and the wires are going to be pretty much just straightforward in a straight direction from the MCP to the PCB board, and that's going to make a lot more sense for you guys. Right now, this is a huge mess that I can understand as I've built it, and if I have to redo it again, I still can do it, but it's not what the final product should look like, right? Especially if you have to do some maintenance on it, it's a very painful process, but once it's all in PCB, it's going to be way easier. So here we've got the autopilot disengage bar. All of this is 3D printed and painted, same with all of the knobs that I've been using. And as you can see here in the back, some of the LEDs are not connected yet, and switches, not all of them. Most of them are, and they're just not connected to the Arduino for testing purposes, but I still have these 3 on this side, and there's 2 more on the other side that I have to connect. So let's go ahead and jump into the simulator. I want to show you the configuration right now. Course is in 0, speed is set, so course 0, speed to 250, heading 070, altitude flight level 290. And we're set up right now on a climb at 1500 feet per minute. So let's go and check this here. So we got our course in 0, indicating 0. Speed 250, heading 070, flight level 290, and 1500 on the vertical speed. So let's go ahead and change that, and you guys will see how it changed in the simulator as well. Let's set it for a slower climb, 700. And you can see there, 700 positive. Okay, and let's change a couple more numbers. Let's go ahead and start with the course here, so we've got some number on it, not just the zeros. And As you can see here, movement. If you move it fast, it will just jump just like in the actual thing, and if you move it slow, it will go digit by digit. So 0.85 for now. Let's go and check that. Yep, 0.85 on the course. Okay, let's bring the computer a little bit more here so we can work in both things at the same time. So let's go ahead, let's give us a little bit more speed, and then we're gonna start playing with the heading. So 270, that's fine for now. Let's also check it here. There you go, 270 indicating. And on our heading right now, we're on 070. Yep, 070. Okay, and just taking, now that we're on this side, you guys can see I have the whole keypad cut for the CDU unit, but we'll get back to that later. Okay, let's continue here. Let's just focus these. There you go. Okay, so as you can see here again, some of these LEDs are not connected. They are wired. These ones are wired, but they're not connected, and that's just to make it simpler for now. And we start turning into the right, and as you can see now, the simulator start banking to the right, which I can tell you guys is a very good feeling when you can see the simulator turning after you selected a new heading. And let's go to the left with stabilize here. So 0.95, 0.95. Okay, and the aircraft has come back to level flight. Now let's try one to the left. There you go, and now we see the aircraft banking to the left. 042, and we can see also in the navigation display how it is turning. Okay, again, that's a great feeling. Okay, so I'm setting up some more altitude here. We're going to 320 now. That way we can keep on playing around on the safe side. And let's go ahead and show the negative numbers. So as you can see there. There we go. And let's go back to a climb. So again, guys, it's taking me for a while. Mainly, I've been doing a transition from FSX to X-Plane 11 now, and to be honest, guys, I'm liking X-Plane a lot better. The reason, it's the way it behaves. It's a different thing, and graphic-wise as well. Plus, there's a lot in development. Okay. This guys, I designed it myself from scratch, the rudder pedals. I just painted them today, and I'm working in the connecting system for the potentiometers, and that's still work in progress. So I'll get back to you guys on this in a little bit, but for now I already started working on this because I do not have any other rudder sets, so this is what I'm going to be using for now, homemade. Okay, and as you can see, guys, here it's pretty solid. Side walls are 3mm each, but that doesn't support anything. The main plate, it's actually a 10mm one, and this piece here, this is what's going to be connecting the gears and with the potentiometer. And as you can see, it's pretty thick as well. It's going to have the main bolt going through it, connecting both the pedal and the gear. And those three here is going to go through. I'll show you. Okay, so it's going to be on the side just like that. And it's going to have 3 bolts going all the way through, as you can see here in the top. 1, 2, 3. And they're going to go all the way to about here. So that's going to be pretty solid union.
and of course it's also going to have kind of a fusion in between, so we melt both plastic together with the bolts. I think that's going to end up being pretty solid. So that's all for now, guys. I'll keep you updated, so I'll let you guys know how the CDU unit is coming up very soon. See you around.